Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm CB Nostalgia, and I thought we'd take a couple minutes to talk about the MCU Wolverine. Well, in this new phase of the Marvel Universe, we're seeing the return of a lot of characters that were well established over at Fox. Now, we do know Ryan Reynolds is coming back as Deadpool in Deadpool 3, and Marvel has already started to work on a new Fantastic Four movie, even having John Krasinski show up as Reed Richards in the recent Doctor Strange movie. Now, one really big wall they have to climb here, though, is getting somebody else to be Wolverine. Quite honestly, Hugh Jackman's portrayal for nearly 2 decades made him a superhero icon, and has totally put Marvel Studios in a really tough spot, trying to find a way to reimagine Wolverine in the MCU, all while living up to the legend that Jackman established so well. This puts an absolute ton of pressure on whoever takes up the role next. Nobody has had such big shoes to fill. Over the last few years, we've had quite a few suggestions from fans on who could fill the role of Wolverine, and one name that comes up quite often is Kingsman's Taron Egerton. Now, quite honestly, he would fit the role pretty nice. He does have some action chops, and his films have been pretty solid. He's also under 5'9", and that has been one of the complaints from many people about Jackman's Wolverine, the few that there are, is that he was a little bit too tall, and he really didn't give us the run of the MCU the way so many fans want to see it. Now recently, during an interview with the New York Times, Egerton dropped a bomb and actually confirmed he has actually met with Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige. So let's check out the excerpt from the piece. It said, quote, "I don't think we would be wrong to say that," he said, laughing. "I'd be excited, but I'd be apprehensive as well, because Hugh is so associated with the role that I'd wonder if it'd be very difficult for someone else to do it." He paused, then flashed a grin, quote, "But hopefully, if it does come around, they'll give me a shot." Now, let's be transparent here for a second, because Marvel Studios has not revealed any plans for Wolverine in the upcoming Phase 4 of the MCU. There was some rumors that he could show up in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, but there was 1,000 rumors from the various sources that turned out not even to be remotely true. But it is totally possible, given that they cast John Krasinski, a fan favorite also, as Reed Richards, that he may have had some conversations with Marvel Studios about that specifically. Now keep in mind, Egerton is really not very shy about his interest in playing the part. He has posted several pictures of himself doing the Hugh Jackman Wolverine pose, and that grin in the interview was quite telling. He really is a great actor, and the qualities that he brings to the screen, I could totally see him being Wolverine in the MCU. But I actually think one of the things to take away is that he met with Kevin Feige at Marvel Studios about Wolverine. This means some sort of Wolverine project is definitely moving forward right now. It's just a matter of where. Now, there's nothing with the X-Men or the Mutants officially announced, and quite honestly, the next 4 movies after Thor: Love and Thunder, Wakanda Forever, Quantumania, Guardians Volume 3, and The Marvels, none of those really feel like a landing pad for a new Wolverine casting. This suggests to me that whatever Marvel Studios is doing, they're likely working him into a series, or I think what would be even better would be his own Wolverine series on Disney+. Now obviously this is speculation, and we really don't have any confirmation of that, but it would make a lot of sense, and we really do have to wonder about the conversation that Egerton had with Feige and when exactly that happened. Obviously, Egerton is not giving away any more details, and Kevin Feige is very tight-lipped, so I don't expect to have an answer to this question anytime soon, but it is pretty curious. Now, we're going to follow the Wolverine project really closely at Marvel Studios. It's going to be massive, and if you want to get all the news and updates on that, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. But until we know more, what do you guys think? How do you feel about Taron Egerton potentially playing Wolverine in the MCU? And is there any Marvel project that you foresee as a really great landing pad for Wolverine to be introduced into the Marvel Universe? Tell me what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you hit like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.